Hey guys, it's your boy Rumboyz Robbie. Make sure you guys check out Shop GLD. Get like me, get iced out. You already know what it's about. Plenty of new designs from your favorite NFL, NBA, NHL, MLB teams, MLS, and much, much more. Be sure to head over to Shop GLD. Link is in the description down below. Check out the rest of the show. We have a lot for you guys tonight. Dilly dilly, y'all.
Warning. The following stunts are done by trained professionals. Actually, we're not trained. Robbie is just a dumbass and decided to do a drunken fantasy football podcast. The thoughts, opinions, and takes are ours and ours only. It is not our fault if you lose in fantasy football or sports gambling. Viewer discretion is advised.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Rumboyz Robbie, CEO, founder of the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. That's my co-host, co-producer, graphic designer, Drop the Mic FF. And over there, we have Rumboyz analyst, Rumboyz article writer extraordinaire, take producer, TDS Taco.
Ring, bing. How's that shit go?
Bada bing, bada boom.
I don't know. He tried to do it.
It's about to be Madden season out in this bitch.
Hey, Taco, just hit him with one of these. Bow.
Who cares about Madden? We're talking real football. Who cares about Madden? We're talking real football.
I don't know, man. A lot. We double dip.
Look, he's enjoying the game. I might have to give Taco access if he's going to be doing like some fucking gameplay. Like, you know, maybe give him like an hour, 2 hours on the YouTube or like the Twitch. Just like, you know, go fuck around. I don't care.
Or have some of the viewers come out here in one-on-ones.
Yeah, do some heads up Madden matches. I don't care. Like, I'm down for that shit. Look, we're pumping out a lot of content right now.
Bring back Pang and have Pang whoop your ass.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, bring back Pang.
Pang might be like an all-pro type dude. You know, I'm like, shit. I'm a little rusty.
Well,
let's get it started. Don't get me started. I'll
running.
Just give me one moment. Let's go ahead. Let's get this started. We do have a very, very important show for you guys. We do know that preseason football took place last night. We do know that preseason football is currently taking place. With that being said and stated, that's not what we're talking about tonight. One, it's week one. You guys don't need us to talk about Ashton Genty going -3 yards.
Nope.
Yes, in the first quarter, Jamar Chase had like 16, damn near 17 fantasy points in one quarter. That's awesome. Travion Henderson is doing exactly what we all said that he would do. We said that it was on Andre Stevenson.
Except it was on a return.
Yeah, and it was on a return, which makes it even better for our Henderson takes. So everything so far is playing out exactly how we thought. Shador is on fucking fire.
They just pulled him.
The fact that they just pulled him is criminal.
Yeah, Huntley just came into the game right now. Like two plays before we went on there.
With that being said and stated.
Yeah, he's doing good.
Because we're in the thick, I'm going to say in the thick of NFL preseason.
We are camp.
Yeah, we're in the thick of camp. we're getting into the thick of preseason. It's now time for us to go ahead and do our way too early dark horses, our way too early divisional picks, our way too early Super Bowl picks, our way too early MVP picks. We're going to go division by division to start off. This is a bold take night. Share the content. This episode's not for the faint of heart. Cheers to me. Cheers to you. All the Rumboyz and girls, what it do, dilly dilly.
Question before we do the predictions. Are we doing another one of these before the season starts, or is this it? That's it. Yeah. That's all you got to say.
We're going to take our attention to the AFC South.
Comfort boy.
So let me Snapchat Aiden right now. Let me Snapchat this boy real quick. Ayo, Aiden, we're doing AFC South predictions. You might want to tune in. I know that you're at the Patriots preseason game. You might want to tune in, bro, because we about to start talking shit about your Jaguars. Maybe we're saying something good. Find out. Ayo, Taco, I actually want you to start us off with this.
Who's your top? Give all four, baby.
Yep, you start off. Yep, you can start from top or bottom.
To you. He has to look to see who's in the South.
All right. So we're doing AFC South.
Yep. You have to refresh on what teams there are.
I'm just trying to think. Like, do I have the Titans passing the Colts this season? Because the Colts to me are pathetic. Like, I don't believe in either one of their quarterbacks. But they're shockingly always around 500. So that's a dynamic to look at. I don't think Daniel Jones is totally terrible. He'll probably have a decent amount of time that he'll be quarterback. I think Texans win the division. That's pretty easy. The 2 seed, this is tough for me. The 2 seed.
How is it tough for you if you're contemplating who's going to get third and fourth in the?
Because I don't have the Jags that much higher. Like, I think that. I mean, it's okay, I guess. It's Texans, Jags, Titans, Colts. But Jags is a wild card. I just don't trust them. I know you guys are very high on the new coach there. But I don't know. I'm just not a big Trevor fan. Like, he's burned me enough times that I'm skeptical.
Anything else you want to say since we're bumming time?
I'd say I think the Texans pretty securely have this division, in my opinion. I don't really think anyone's going to push them. I don't think you have any wild card teams that's coming out of here. I think the Titans will be mid. I think the Jags will be mid, and the Colts will probably be below mid. That's probably how it's going to work. Like, the Jaguars on defense, I don't know. I haven't sat and looked at that team enough to, maybe I'm missing something. I'm just not a firm believer in this Jaguars team. I do think that they'll probably need a couple years to get it right, even with the new coach, and this is not going to be a playoff year.
Does Houston's defense worry you?
I mean, they still have Anderson, who's a pretty solid rush. I mean, unless he's like going to be hurt.
No, he's there, but they just lost C.J. Gardner-Johnson for the year.
Oh, the cornerback?
Yeah, the one that came over from Philly, he's done.
Oh,
and that's what I'm saying. Two days ago, he's done them.
But I'll be honest with you, like, they are a good team, not a great team. So I mean, they're going to win the division with or without C.J. Gardner-Johnson. The question is, what are they going to do in the playoffs? And that's where he would have made an impact I do think that offense can't get hot enough to beat anyone in the playoffs. And I do think that CJ Stroud right now is flying under the radar after his tremendous rookie season. I think that him and Nico Collins could be a really dynamic connection, and adding Kirkin as a second layer only adds to the dynamic nature of this particular offense. I know that you guys have mentioned that they have a couple of rookies that look solid as well. So I think that offense will be able to withstand the losses on the defense. This will probably could be, and its high side, something similar to what the Lions are. Maybe not quite as high as the Lions, but high-powered offense with a defense that's maybe injured and not able to play up.
Okay, so I'll give my takes on the team, on each team, and then I'll give you my ranks. So my thought on the Houston Texans is I'm worried about their DB. Yes, they have Stingley, and I know that's one thing Robbie will say, and I agree with him. You were 100% right, Taco. They do have Will Anderson. He is a beast. I understand that. Part of the reason I am down on Stroud has nothing to do with Stroud. It has nothing to do with Nico Collins. Joe Mixon's bum is dinged up. Yes, they have Nick Chubb. They got the rookie Woody Marks. But the one thing that this team does, we say a sentence about certain teams a couple years ago, Taco. Bend and shatter, dumpster fire. There was two sentences you used to hear me say. You used to hear me say that the Chiefs were a bend and break defense, but at times they let the freaking glass shatter, and I got mad, right? This offensive line isn't even bend and break. It is dumpster fire. I'm afraid that CJ Stroud isn't going to get enough time. That is the only concern that I have about Nico Collins. Not saying that I want to draft Nico, not saying that I want to own Nico or have him on a team. But that's what scares me about him. I understand your thoughts about Jacksonville. There's all these rumblings coming out of Jacksonville's camp in the last 3 or 4 days that Tank Bigsby is winning more than he's actually performing in Cohen's system. You got to remember last year, Cohen's system, we thought it was going to be Rashad White going into the season, and it ended up not. It ended up being Bucky. So I still think ETN.
I would like to interject here just for 1 second, because this does make me smile.
You had your moment to bring him up.
No,
I'm going. You had your moment to bring him up.
But I'm saying that was such a great point that you brought up. Like, I'm trying to give that's an amazing comparison, because I have been chanting and hammering that particular thing. I didn't hear what you heard, which is just, I think, even more of a reason to be.
Yeah, I want to see, but I also want to see what Tootin does too. Their wide receivers, I'm not as in as Robbie, but I am in on Travis Hunter. They're saying De'Ami Brown is getting a run. Give me all the Brian Thomas Jr. I think Brenton Strange is decent. I understand your concerns about the defense, but I do think they have pieces on the defense that can suffice. We'll see what Travis Hunter can do. Okay, let's go to that team that you brought up. The team that has the former New York Giants top 10 pick quarterback from Duke, and has one guy that likes to run out of bounds instead of playing full downs and then dislocate his finger on the second drive of preseason. Jonathan Taylor is a beast. Their offensive line is good. They have the talent at they have talent, not the talent. They have talent at wide receiver. And they have the next it thing at tight end for now. To the point where Jelani Woods was running with the 3s and 4s in the fourth quarter. That kind of surprised me when you saw Jelani Woods running with the 4s, where last year he was running with the 1s. But like you said, they got Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones. Who knows who's going to be their quarterback? Who knows the situation there? Defense is iffy. They got some good linebackers, but blah blah. And honestly, I don't know if I trust Steichen either, the coach. And then you go to Tennessee. Yes, they got Calvin Ridley. Yes, they brought in Tyler Lockett. Yes, they brought in Alec Moore. They got Restrepo. They still got Pollard. They still got Tajir. They brought in Cam Ward on defense. They've got some stuff. They need help on defense. They brought in a couple guys on the line. They do still need help on the interior. Would it help them? And I'm not saying they're going to tank. That's not what I'm saying. But is that a team that would actually help from being another top 5, top 6, top 7 team and being able to go get a Caleb Downs from Ohio State, one of the top 3 or 4 players right now? He's a DB. Peter Woods, interior defensive lineman from Clemson. I'm not saying he's a monster when it comes to playing, but as a human being, he's a monster. So, and he's projected to be in the top 5. So I could see them going to get a defensive player next year, no matter who it is. Unless, obviously, if they were able to pull something to rabbit out of a hat. But the problem is they don't need a quarterback now because you already invested in Cam Ward. Jeremiah Smith has one more year that he has to be in college at Ohio State. So even if they were up in the top, that ain't going to be suffice. I have the exact same order as you, but I'll give it a caveat. So I got
Texans.
Tennessee at 4, Indy at 3, Jacksonville at 2, Houston at 1. However, if I had to mix it up at all or give a bold take, I'm not going to give a bold take for this division. I got a couple more coming up later. But if I had to say you had to change one of those, I'm changing Jacksonville and Houston. But I don't think that's not my pick. But I'm saying if I had to pick one, I just don't think that Tennessee's going to come up enough to challenge them. I think, like you said, Indy's going to finish in the middle. So if someone did happen, it would be Houston and Jacksonville. I mean, but I don't think that is going to be the case.
I think the biggest question of the division is not the rookie who we expect to have some growing pains or the team that doesn't have a quarterback. It is the Jacksonville Jaguars who, Trevor Lawrence was supposed to be a quote-unquote generational prospect.
And that's why I think there's a chance it could still happen.
Yeah. And this, I don't want to say last shot because quarterbacks in the NFL, I mean, let's look at Russell Wilson. He's on his third last shot.
I think it's his last shot with them.
Well, definitely. He's not coming back. It's a one and done with the Giants unless he wins the Super Bowl. That's the only way I can see.
No, I'm saying T-Law. I think if T-Law doesn't perform with Jacksonville, he'll get a chance somewhere else, but because it's the new coach, the new coach won't want him.
Yes, he is kind of starting to follow the Baker Mayfield. He's starting to remind me how Baker Mayfield came in. He had some success. Now they failed. Then, like you said, if he's bad this year, it's going to lead to him having to go somewhere else, become a reclamation project. If he gets cut, he can go anywhere, but he'll probably get traded. I don't think that his value will fall as low as Baker because Baker had the attitude or the image that was coming along with him that I think made him a little more toxic than T-Law, who seems to be a model citizen. I haven't heard anything bad or negative that his teammates or anyone has said about him. So I see him as being someone that's more easily traded to another team and still getting some value versus the Browns who just cut Baker and then he went to the Rams and got the chance to kind of start the role.
And then Carolina, right? No, yeah. Baker had so many.
No, probably Carolina, then
the Rams.
Whatchamacallit.
Yeah. You never, but like you said, that same kind of thing where he didn't have the situation. We'll let Robbie go back to it when it's his turn. I have a feeling they're going to be somewhat similar. I also know that Robbie, he didn't plug it this time, so I'm going to be shameless self-plug. Part of the reason we're doing the South is the cover boy was Nico Collins. So I just had to put that out there. Yeah, I put Nico on it. I came up with a kind of there was a new effect on my graphics app, so I wanted to use it, and it was blue. So I needed to find a guy that had a blue jersey, and it worked. All right, so I think this one is going to get me and Taco talking. So we were going to talk about the NFC South. We're talking about Tampa, Saints, Carolina, Atlanta in no particular order. So, Taco, since I'm hosting it right now, I will give the floor to you.
All right, well, now this is an interesting division.
And I think we're going to differ.
I think the Saints are last. I don't think there's any doubt about the Saints coming in last in this division.
Okay.
Deep down, I feel like the Panthers are starting to make some noise, and they're actually starting to interest me. But the Buccaneers have been really consistent, and the Falcons at the same time have a chance to be really good. So I think we're looking at those three teams actually being in a stalemate or running like side by side, neck and neck. And this is going to be actually a close division with those three teams performing relatively well.
All right, let me hear your AFC South predictions really quick. Rattle them off.
All right, well, I'll say it, Taco. We were the same. 4 was Tennessee, 3 was Indy, 2 was Jacksonville, 1 was Houston. I said if anything was to change, it would be Jacksonville winning over Houston. That's how it rolled. He is down on Jacksonville.
We went one. Who's winning?
Houston.
Second.
Yep.
Jacksonville. Indy. Tennessee. I think Tennessee is going to be a top 5.
Houston, Jacksonville. Wait, we said Houston, Jacksonville, Tennessee, Indy.
No, Indy, Tennessee. But Taco said if he was to flip anything, it would be 3 and 4, and if I was to flip anything, it'd be 1 and 2.
Give me Houston.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, it's an easy one. Now,
Houston because of the quarterback situation. And the quarterback situation is so good that it automatically, in a way, propels them to that one. Give me Jacksonville because that is the second best quarterback in that division. Also, Brian Thomas alone is going to win games by him fucking self. I think that running game has something that it wants to prove. Fantasy managers, Tank Bigsby.
Taco!
Tank Bigsby.
Taco! It's like he heard me talking for the past 5 minutes.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie though. I've been begging for a year and a half.
I am going to put Tennessee above Indianapolis because I don't trust Daniel Jones. I don't trust Anthony Richardson.
I don't either. But I will say this.
And Anthony Richardson just got hurt last night.
I know. I agree. We both agree with every point you're saying.
Right now, I trust him more and more.
The reason I think I agree. But like I told you, Taco, the reason I think Tennessee will be 4th is it behooves them, Robbie, to be a top 5 pick and to get another defensive player in the draft like Caleb Downs or Peter Wood.
I'll say this, though. It doesn't behoove Lockett and Ridley, who this might be their last shot. So for them, they're looking at putting up some big seasons.
Oh, I get that.
With Lockett, I don't want to use the words last shot just because he's been so consistent.
It's
especially red zone targets.
But he's so undersized.
Your undersized comment about Tyler Lockett is like people being like, is the Mighty Mouse take in UFC where it's like, I don't give a fuck. Mighty Mouse is the greatest. He's gonna win. Tyler Lockett in the red zone wins 97% of the time.
I am not saying that he's not a solid red zone target.
I think that you should go look at stats before saying shit about Tyler Lockett.
Shot needs.
I'm not saying about anything else. About Tyler Lockett. I should.
He's won.
Yeah, you're saying undersized about someone that's been in the league 10 fucking years. You know how many Super Bowl rings that dude has? Like
1.
I'm saying as you age, that plays more of a factor.
Seattle's only won one.
He only has
won one.
He's made it.
Yeah, he's made it to 2. Yeah, and he doesn't get hurt. I don't like your Lockett take. I actually hate your fucking Lockett take. Like Lockett is a guy that I'm trying to lock down in late round dart throws.
All right, Taco, jump into your NFC South.
Let's go NFC South.
Taco, you started.
So I got Saints is the worst. Like I said, I have the Falcons, Panthers, and Bucks actually in a 3-team race with the Panthers coming in third of those 3 teams. I think the Panthers are going to be shockingly good this year. I think they'll compete with the Falcons and the Bucks. I think that they will end up being the third place team in this division. I think that the Bucks will actually end up being the second place team in the division, and then I got the Falcons winning the division this year.
Taco,
don't.
No, let me go. Taco, what did I say before Robbie came on?
I want to eat raccoon right now.
I said me and you were.
I want to eat raccoon right now. I'm gonna just say that.
I said me and you were gonna disagree.
Yep.
Hell freezes over once in a blue moon.
Yes, it sure does.
One of my bold takes on a different show was Atlanta wins this freaking division and wins a playoff game. So Atlanta wins the division. Mm-hmm. Tampa Bay gets second. Carolina and Tampa tie for second, but Carolina gets third. And the Saints go shitville and have a top 5 pick.
That's like almost like my exact. Damn, went from almost being like it's never going to match up to. Like,
I thought you were having. No, I thought you were going. I thought you were having Tampa win it.
I don't hate it. So wait, Taco, who do you have winning it?
Atlanta
Falcons.
You have Atlanta?
Yeah.
Yep.
I have Tampa.
And
I have Tampa.
London is crazy.
Yeah.
Tampa has a nasty 3-receiver set. Even if one receiver gets hurt,
they go back to 3.
Yeah, they do. They just reset back to 3.
Can I ask you an actual football question?
Tampa is stupid scary.
Robbie, can I actually ask you a super quick actual football take? If it is Evans that's out, who moves into his?
As long as Godwin is healthy, it's fine.
It doesn't matter.
And even if Godwin goes down, they can still keep afloat. They can still keep afloat.
If Godwin goes out, it's really easy.
And
what I'm saying is, if Godwin's out, it's easy. What I'm saying is, if Evans is out, you just move Ibuka out wide.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would do. I would just make Ibuka the 1.
Yeah, just move him out wide and then move McMillan into the slot.
Like it's, bro. And then I'm not even trying to talk about the Nepo baby because one Nepo baby is playing right now, but Shiloh is showing the fuck out. And that's dangerous. Let's remove the fact that his last name is Sanders. We have seen this before where this 6th round and lower mentality kicks in. I call it the below 0 degrees. When that below 0 degrees where it's fucking freezing cold and you just have to make it out of the cold, that mentality starts kicking in. And like what's crazy about Shiloh is Shiloh's acting like where he was drafted doesn't phase him. like with his brother Shador, I see where it can fade, where it does phase him, but it's a different position.
Different position,
So,
different sitch.
Yeah, there's anyone that's played football will tell you that. But Shiloh's like kind of having fun with it, and I think that Shiloh's like embracing it. But I think that's because Shiloh's always been in that position. Let's remember, this kid originally wanted to be a drummer. He just so happened to be good at football also. He's really good at music. He just so happened to stumble into this. So it's okay if Shiloh stumbles out. But he's actually coincidentally, in a weird fucked up way, have you seen Shiloh? Have you seen his drills? He's not really trying. He's not trying. We've seen Shiloh at Jackson State. Shiloh tried harder in drills. And anyone that knows the Sanders kids will say this. I have the Bucks, number one. The Bucks have depth all around, all over the fucking place. They can do whatever they want. Their development, their scouting, their training is better than your favorite team's scouting and training. I'm putting their scouting and development partner with the Lions, with Washington, with all these, with the Eagles. I'm putting them in that tier as far as developing depth. Buccaneers win this division even if they get injured. And then I have the Panthers second. I do think that Carolina gets this thing rumbling and tumbling and moving. No, Carolina, come on and raise up. Take your shirt off. Twist it around your head like a helicopter.
Oh no? Okay.
Say it for the season. Ladies and gentlemen, Xavier Legette went out tonight and threw fucking hands.
He got ejected, right?
Stop bringing up your team. I'm telling the truth. We're talking sports. We're talking fucking sports. We're talking sports. Like, straight the fuck up. Xavier Legette went out and threw hands tonight. I love seeing that. A lot of people are like, why? I love seeing that.
You know, Robbie, for everything that you said about the Bucks, you still have to factor in there are two players on this Falcons team that, okay, if you went for all the wide receivers, who's the first receiver taken? Drake London. If you went for all the running backs,
I'm not talking about fantasy football, though.
I'm not talking about fantasy football either. In real life, these guys are alphas. Mike Evans is getting long in the tooth. Chris Godwin hasn't stayed healthy for a while.
And you're not saying about, did you see what Emeka did in college?
Now you're talking about college.
You know who Jalen McMillan is? You know who Bucky Irving is?
Robbie.
You know what?
Robbie.
You know who Baker Mayfield is?
Stop. Both of you. If I know you too well. If you're telling me that you would rather have Ibuka and McMillan over London, you're fucking lying to yourself.
I love London. I meet me in the London. I love Drake London. I don't love the wide receiver 2, or if the wide receiver 2 gets injured situation, and
I understand
if London is only,
there, but
I'm taking this into full analysis, a battle of attrition.
I get that, but
Carolina has Tet, who's emerging. Xavier Legette, who clearly is ready to do what the fuck ever
Drake
for
London
this
ready
team.
to transcend.
Jimmy Horn. Jimmy Horn.
Drake London is going to turn into Mike Evans from a couple years ago, and now all of a sudden we're talking about a different kind of player.
I don't know that with Drake London. I feel like Drake London.
I've seen too much.
Drake London is very catch radius dependent, very jump ball dependent. I can outreach you, and I can. If things get into contested scenarios, I don't know if I'm fucking with that.
I have two players on that team transcending into superstardom. I have Drake London and Bijan Robinson showing the fuck out this season. Bijan Robinson is a different animal. You're talking everything about everything,
I'm
but
loving
Bijan
it for
Robinson is better
fantasy.
than all
I'm
those
not
dudes.
loving it for putting Atlanta over.
In real life, look at what Saquon Barkley was able to do for those Eagles. It's going to be the same thing with
I'm putting
Bijan
Atlanta
Robinson.
third. I'm putting Atlanta third. I'm putting the Saints fourth, respectfully. And I'm not saying Atlanta's not. Hold on. I'm not saying Atlanta's far off from Carolina. I'm saying Carolina gets just the tip.
I think it's close between all
I
three.
I think Robbie's saying the same thing you did, but he just has them in reverse order. That's all.
I agree because that came off like I think all three. I agree with you about Carolina. I think they are on the come up. I do think that they're going to be.
I think they're one more year.
But you know what it is that they have this chemistry about them that it kind of makes
it's like some shit.
Houston, we thought Houston would be one more year, and next thing you know, it's like, oh shit, that's this year. You know that Carolina's starting to get that feel about because Chuba to me is looking like a bat. And Young is starting to look like
I want Chuba on fantasy teams.
Yeah,
but I'm also I'm coming where if you were to ask me early July, Robbie, how do you feel about Tech? We know how I felt. Now I'm coming around the corner. I'm like, I think I'm starting to like this. I want to get into the AFC North. No. Mike, take us away.
AFC North?
The North. Actually, the North is the NFC North. Right. The NFC North is the North.
Okay. To me, I am literally watching the.
But we're gonna go AFC.
Okay, AFC North. I am watching on TV right now the fourth place team. I don't care who the quarterback is. I don't care if it's Kenny Pickett. I don't care if it's freaking Joe Fluco. I don't care if it's Robbie's boy Sanders. They are not going. They're in fourth.
I have Cleveland. I will go Cleveland fourth.
Okay.
Taco, Cleveland fourth.
I think that's a non-negotiable.
Okay. Third, I got Aaron and the Pittsburgh Steelers in Mike Tomlin's last season and as a Pittsburgh Steelers coach because he will be traded to another team next year so he can get the heck out of a rebuild. Robbie might actually want to give me a hug. Might want to give me a hug. Actually, he's not going to want to give me a hug. You know why? You can score 60 points a game. But if you can't stop shit and you have one of the worst defenses in the league, you still aren't going to be able to win a division. Could they make the playoffs? Possibly. But I still have Cincinnati being 2 because they did not improve this defense at all. They made Tanner McKee look like a Heisman Trophy winner, even though it was backups. Still, Tanner McKee looked like a Heisman Trophy winner.
So can I ask you something about last night's Bengals-Eagles game? Because it's sounding like you may have read that similar to I did. I read that as the Eagles have depth. I read that as the Bengals have depth. But I did read that as much as I love Cincinnati and I want Cincinnati to someday get to that Super Bowl win, I believe that I read that last night as depth is still an issue.
I read it as they both have offensive depth, and we know Philly. Hear me out. Hear me out.
I don't think that Philly has a depth issue.
You do?
I don't think they do.
No, hear me out. I read it as they both have offensive depth, but we have already seen the depth play out last year on the Philly defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, the Philly defense is stout.
We haven't seen the depth in Cincy, and they proved last night that they don't on the defensive side of the ball.
And that's what I'm saying.
And they're also proving that Hendrickson needs to get paid. They're proving him right.
Yes, they did prove they did everything last night. Did prove Henderson right for wanting his contract negotiation. Do you feel like at the current state of that roster build without Hendrickson, given your take placing Cincinnati number 2 in that division, do you feel like with the current roster construction of that defense that they can maintain that? I mean, the whole principle for starting Joe Burrow in the preseason was we want to get a fast start. I didn't see any fucking faster start or anything better than what I had already seen during the regular. I didn't see anything that I didn't need to already see.
Here's the thing.
I'm more pissed off that he was even out there.
The offense has started off slow at times in the season. That's as a whole, not Joe.
The stats will prove you right in that statement.
They have not had wins the first 2 or 3, and they always get stuck with it. I mean, we played them at the beginning of the season last year. I mean, our first 2 games were them and Baltimore last year. So, like, they did get a tough schedule last year. But I see them do I see them being a playoff team? Possibly. They're not going to win.
Share the content.
When it comes to Baltimore, we'll talk about them later too. But why can't I think of his name right now? The backup running back.
Keaton Mitchell.
If Keaton Mitchell can stay healthy, if Bateman can extend what he's doing, yes, I'm a little worried about freaking the tight end position because they both keep getting dinged up. But if Bateman can continue what he did, you got Zay, you got King Henry, and you got the man
King Henry
Lamar, and we'll bring that up later. To me, they're the number 1. You guys can go. I don't have much.
So who's your number 1?
Baltimore's number 1.
I have Baltimore 1. I have Cincinnati 2.
You have
Taco?
Oh, well, I mean, I have Baltimore 1. Easiest one. Steelers 2.
Okay.
Bengals 3. And then the Browns 4.
Can I ask you your reasoning on 2?
I believe that defense is so bad that the Steelers are going to beat the snot out of them every time.
So to you, it's more the lack of Cincy and not the –
Dude, I mean, let's put it like this. I think the Steelers' offense will be serviceable, but their defense is elite. Their defense is one of the best in the game. And when you pair now game-managing Aaron Rodgers with his big play DK Metcalf, and you have the backfield of Johnson and Warren, I think you're setting yourselves up for a solid ground and pound type Steelers offense that literally is going to be what they're not going to win pretty football. They're going to win the ugly, dirty, nasty football. And the Bengals can't play that. And that's why they're.
Can I add a caveat?
Yeah.
If Cleveland can do what Dallas did in the transition from Romo to Prescott with Shador, here's the thing. Dallas, if you guys remember that whole situation, Dallas honestly didn't know what the fuck they had in Dak. If you go back and you really do the fucking research, what turned us all on to Dak? Preseason, right?
It was Romo's injury.
And what did Dak do?
I know.
Stole it and never looked back.
So where are you going with this?
If look, I cannot look past one of the greatest completion percentages in FBS history and just be like, you're not going to come into the NFL and do like a damn thing. That's fucking insensible. Like, it's insensible to be like, that'd be like me looking past what Lamar did, what Jay did. These guys have done things at a high level in collegiate football that have transitioned into the NFL. I'm sorry, but if Cleveland decides to bench Flacco sooner rather than later, and if Shador does what he did tonight throughout the duration of preseason, I don't know if Cleveland can refuse Shador, which makes it to where my clip from Shador's revenge comes into fruition a lot longer, maybe by week 6. And I think that if Shador gets in by week 6, he could lead the Browns to third in the division. I think that third in the division, if Shador is a quarterback, is well within the range of outcomes.
I mean, you're really downplaying the Steelers, especially with Rodgers looking so much better.
You're really downplaying what a rookie quarterback that you have no film on. Let's remember, I lived through the RG3 era. I noticed, like, when you don't have film on a quarterback, and you're like, what the fuck is he doing? I don't know this.
What are you paying attention to, Taco? Are you playing the game while we're on air?
I just made a point. You just jumped around me.
I'm just saying it's doable.
Better than
let me put the Steelers at last because I already have their under. We're going to get into one more division
North
before the break. We are going to go AFC. We'll complete the NFC half of this division on the other side. Mike, I will let you pick.
East.
I hate you. Taco, lead us off with the AFC East.
It's pretty easy. It's going to be the Bills. Pretty clear cut. I think they're a Super Bowl contender. No one else in that division is even close.
I want to fucking fight this, man. I want to fight this, man.
The next 3 teams, I think, are going to all compete for that second spot.
Your lies, not even close.
I think it gets pretty muddy here.
Nope.
I think the Dolphins do end up coming in second place, despite as much as I want to write them off. With the Jets.
Wait, you went Bills, Dolphins?
Let them go. Let them cook because I'm going to cook.
Yep. Bills, Dolphins, Patriots, Jets.
All right. Taco.
Yep.
Before when Robbie was off, I said, we're going to disagree. And then I said, hell freezes over once in a while. Well, guess what?
Yep.
We're going to freaking disagree, buddy.
Ooh, baby.
So, Buffalo will win the division.
Yeah.
Yes, Buffalo's going to win the division. But, Robbie, what was the prediction of this division that I said 3-4 months ago, 5-6 months ago, and 7-8 months ago about a coach that might not be a coach in 26?
You were talking about
McDaniel?
Glenn, right?
No, I said a head coach will not be the coach in 26, and that is McDaniel.
Oh,
and for me,
all right. Let's hold on. Go ahead.
Let me
Leave McDaniel out of this.
No, let me cook. For McDaniel to get fired, he won't be the number 2, because you know who is going to be the second place team in this? A head coach that will jump into a pile during a fight and get a cut across his cheek because he gets into it with the Washington Commanders during practice. And that is Mike Vrabel and Drake May and Rashad and Ramondre and Travion and Kyle Williams and Diggs. Patriots are going to be in second place in this division. My bold take is that the Jets are third and the Dolphins are last. Let's go.
Really quick, I like the Dolphins' last take.
I'm telling you, I'm on May. You know that. I'm not on May as much as you are.
Really quick, I just want to throw this out there.
That I'm sexy and you know it.
I am sexy and you know it. It is crazy interesting, right? how closely apparent people pay attention to the shit that you say and the shit that you post. It is preseason. Your team losing does not matter.
No, it doesn't.
Your team winning does not matter.
The way they look matters.
Well, it depends on if
You
you bet
are
on it.
looking for all the slow motherfuckers out there. And I'm saying it this way intentionally. Because, like, I have to say this. Like, I really got to make sure I say this for them. Like, with emphasis. You are paying attention to fantasy football research. Taco, Mike. Taco, stop fucking swaying, nigga.
Because you keep going in and out. You keep going in and out of the picture.
If you have played fantasy football before, you know your season goes week to week. You know that preseason is when you're looking for those last late round dart throws, or those, for some of you that didn't watch college football,
Taco.
you're now figuring out that guys like Travion Henderson or Lambert Smith,
Felton
can be guys in the later rounds. This part of the season is not about your wins or losses. For those of you that do not play fantasy football, this is how you start figuring out the early stages of how you get an edge on Vegas. This isn't about your team winning or losing. Get it through your fucking heads now. I have to make this announcement every year during preseason. Stop. Especially for those of you that play fantasy. Especially those of you that do gamble. Focus on the fucking end goal and lock in. Lock in. It's fun to make fun of your friends and talk shit in the group chat. Lock in. Because I'm talking to a lot of you people that miss your bets. That miss the playoffs. And it's a lot of you that fuck up on this step right here. It's always, I'm talking to the same people that do this repetitively.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a podcast. I'm airing out my grievances. I've aired out my grievances with all of you that do this. Knock it the fuck off and lock in. We're giving you an episode about what really matters right now. Information that you should really fucking hone in on. With that being said, I am going to give my AFC East predictions. It is the Buffalo Bills number one because you cannot stop Josh Allen. As long as Josh Allen is healthy, you need to worry. You really need to worry anytime you step into Buffalo because that crowd, even when that team was not great, was one of the most efficient crowds, even when they sucked at causing an influx in points, at causing disruptions. You're dealing with a 12th man in Buffalo. As long as Josh Allen is healthy, you're fucked. Who did you fellas have at second? I think you both agreed, right?
No, we completely disagree.
No, I had Dolphins.
What'd you go with,
I had
Mike?
Dolphins.
I got New England at 2.
You got New England at 2. Taco, you have Dolphins at 2.
Yes.
Which means
Although,
y'all
like
are
I
both
said-
putting the Jets at 0 at 4.
I did. He didn't.
I have them at 4. I think it's close though.
He has
between all
Jets.
three of
I
them.
have Jets at 3. I think the Jets and Dolphins are interchangeable.
I'm worried about the Jets offense.
I am too worried about the Jets offense. to what Taco just mentioned, give me the Dolphins at 2.
What?
It's so hard for me to go against McDaniels.
But
It's
here's
just
okay. Can I say something to why one of the other reasons?
What is crazy?
No. Besides, I do like the Patriots. Besides me liking May,
What?
I think we're going to have a Cincinnati
it's
Bengals
a coaching
problem.
battle. It comes
I think we're
down
gonna
to
have
a coaching battle.
But I also think we're going to have a Cincinnati Bengals problem, where the offense is going to be so much different than the defense, and the defense is going to hold this team down.
I think this could be the better version of the Bengals.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's the only.
So who are you putting above? You went Bills because we have to come to a consensus as a show.
I got my 4 is I got Bills, Patriots, Jets, Dolphins, but I can see the Jets and Dolphins being interchangeable.
Yep, but he's stuck.
Taco,
on the
what's yours?
Too.
Taco, rattle yours off.
Dolphins at 2, Pats at 3, Jets at 4.
Yeah. We don't have to come up with a consensus.
We do because this has to be published.
Yeah.
It's like a war.
We're gonna have our own when we chop it up, but when we publish it, the defensive coaching scheme of Mike Vrabel cannot be fucked with. I'll go Patriots at 2.
I'll give you the Dolphins at 3.
I'll go Dolphins at 3.
I think it's close enough between all 3 of them.
I want the Jets to take off. I really want it. I want it so fucking bad to happen.
Taco, about the Jets, what's the word?
For every little bite of New York's chopped cheese and New York fresh cheese pizza, I want it to happen for the Jets to take off, but it's not.
I hear that Fields is struggling in camp.
Them Jets are crashing at LaGuardia.
And I mean, they're trying to sell us on a timeshare between the 2 backs, but at the end of the day, that's hugely bad news for Breece Hall. I'm positively fading him at his current ADP. I think that the coach could be a game changer, could galvanize everyone. I just don't believe in Fields to be a downfield thrower. And I think that the other offenses are dynamic enough that it'll be a problem that he can't keep up. Like when the Dolphins come to town, he's not going to be able to keep up offensively. And I think it could be similar for when the Patriots come to town because Drake May could be ascending right now into similar to what we saw Jaden Daniels last year is maybe what you could see this year from Drake May if he takes that full step. I mean, the rushing, the passing, he's made some big plays. I think, or Bo Nix, you might be really surprised that Drake May this season. That's kind of what I'm starting to feel.
Okay. Like I said, I want to see what happens with things like offensively. New England looked great today, especially against my Commanders. New England looked fucking great. I don't want preseason hype to buy into my analytics, but I did have this season being hot, or this team being hot shit heading into the season. I think the Patriots are better than what we think. I'm also a huge Travion Henderson fan.
And you're Vrabel.
And then if you give Drake May like Stephon Diggs, what do you expect he's gonna? If you give anyone Stephon Diggs, I don't care any version of Stephon Diggs, what do you think they're gonna do?
I don't know. That's Cardi B.
What the fuck, Taco?
God damn it, Taco.
I couldn't help it. It was so
Take it to halftime, Robbie.
That was so easy.
We are going to halftime right now. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I was supposed to have like a brand new video loaded up for halftime.
You don't. So
I have to drop that motherfucker
Oh, do the two dudes
next week.
The guys in the car.
Hendo did go yard, bro.
100 yards. And I'm liking that no pressure joint.
That no pressure. Ladies and gentlemen, COK. No pressure. ATL, what up?
No pressure. Hey, come take a trip with me, little babe. Take a trip with me. I said, take a trip with me. I said, take a trip with me. I said, take a trip with me, little babe. No pressure. Hey, take a trip with me, little babe. No liquor, we shopping when we land. ATL to MIA, come put your feet up in the sand. I almost gave up 1,000 times. I had to stick to the plan. Hey, fuck that, we finna figure this out. Why these niggas tryna box me out? Hey, rest in peace, the flipper. Yeah, you know I'm on the paper route. My third eye open for them niggas who tryna snake me out. I know these niggas watching, I'm driving home. I'm taking a different route. I'ma run that set so bad, I'ma make these niggas won't kill me now. Hey, they ain't picture me like this. BS on my neck and wrist. Hey, shout out to T Grizzly. You know we do this shit with no effort, bitch. Hey, you know it's no pressure word. I need me a no pressure, bitch. I beat a nigga, act like Rocky and Riri on my bucket list. Hey, I'ma go get that money. I'ma go get a bag. I'ma go get that money, my nigga. I'ma go get a bag. I'm pulling up with my brothers. We back to back. We paper tag. I'm thumbing through them blues. I'm round the city. I'm bumping sad, bitch. I'ma go get that money. I'ma go get a bag. I'ma go get that money, my nigga. I'ma go get a bag. I'm pulling up with my brothers. We back to back. We paper tag. I'm thumbing through them blues. I'm round the city. I'm bumping sad, bitch.
I'ma go get that money. If I don't, it's still gon' come to me. Lowe's in the living room. Right now, I don't want no company. Still with my day ones, how it started, like it's supposed to be. Trap nigga pull up serving bowls, bumping Jodeci. I pull up that, Reebok got that. No, this ain't baby, but 4 pockets fat. Buy this no pressure shit, I'm dying, bitch, I'm sliding by this shit. You want the recipe, get you a brick of shit, get rich. I got a rollie on my wrist, I'm chasing pay, can't chase no bitch. Top of the top, I'm up early, I'm working hard, I'm getting rich. A marathon for that paper, I'm bumping sad, I'm bumping nil. I'm pouring double cups of real little bitch, but you know I'm a crip, no pressure.
Ain't no pressure, big business. Kill 'em all, leave no witness. Pockets filled with blue, rest in peace, dog, rest in penis. And lil' bae, she fuck with the kid, she say that she gon' try heal me. Pouring juice in double cups, when I get in my feelings, no pressure. Hey, I'ma go get that money, I'ma go get a bag. I'ma go get that money, my nigga, I'ma go get a bag. I'm pulling up with my brothers, we back to back, we paper tag. I'm thumbing through them blues, I'm round the city, I'm bumping sad, bitch. I'ma go get that money, I'ma go get a bag. I'ma go get that money, my nigga, I'ma go get a bag. I'm pulling up with my brothers, we back to back, we paper tag. I'm thumbing through them blues, I'm round the city, I'm bumping sad, bitch.
I ain't waiting a second, I'm going in now. No freestyling, no this and pimp pal shit. See, I don't make moves to get rich, chopping quick. And I only fuck with bitches who be slobbing on that. I can get nasty, but I'm usually with a cash beat. Rolling weed, sitting back, blowing shit to Cassie. I ain't doing it for the rich way, so I brought rich Ray. When I come around like Dom, that look this way. Right into my own shit, I swear I be doing the most shit. Give you hits like Tyson and giving you vibes like Bryson. Certain things in life be so expensive, but I buy them. Certain things in life be so enticing, but I can't try them. You looking for what you looking for, yeah, I'm the item. I'll hold you down forever, you my nigga, yeah, item. I'm coming for what you say, you hold, I'm all about it. Linked up, turn a beat up, now we clouded. Feet up on heat up, red Jordan 1s. Niggas needing shills, I'm clapping shit, man, I'm the chosen one. Neck wrist on freezer like magnet. On my Tiger and Chris Brown, I can handle it.
Let me handle it, smoking like the candle lit. Any beat I study, break it down and then dismantle it. Competition challenge it, I'm dealing with some damage. damages. Juggle lots of life, but now I'm learning how to manage it. I've been to the bottom of bottoms, I never been to the top. I pop some bottles with models, I see my friends getting shot. I sip and drown in my sorrows, I smoke a weed by the lot. I stand and post on the corner, you'll never look. I ball like a piston, you'll never play my position. You catching what I'm pitching, I'm switching, no contradiction. I'm fishing for opposition, no vision and optimism. I wish I was kinda different, but I know my mind is different. I see them bitches smiling, long as she happy. I'm on the beat, violin with my nigga T Savvy. We go back in the day and bring the heat. Cali, you ain't got nothing to say. The nigga be silent. Hey, buddy, don't say shit. Everybody cap, changing faces like a facelift. They think they all that. Trust me, bitch, you just basic. In 20 years, you'll be looking back, wishing to erase it.
And I'm too savvy, I'ma get it to the end of my days. And I'll be only blowing smoke if it's that Jenny A. You say you always keep a 9, but niggas, I always keep a 8. Niggas straight in my face with that cap, it's okay. Niggas stay with a fresh cut, need it, no way. I can't take these niggas serious like all the brothers wins. I just be adding up experience while I'm changing up my wins. And I got my own condo, so I just change it how it's laid.
And me? I'm never changing lanes. I got a better way to demonstrate and elevate the game. I keep a level-headed saying I told the devil pave the way. If ever I see there's a day, I'll disappear like David Blaine. I never had it from magic, I had to grab it from tragic. Sometimes I wish like Aladdin could throw the pits with the dragons. Imagine living in lavish, I wanna get it, I have it. I remember shit in the trash cans, in the trenches in Afghan. But I made it back to the States, made it back to being black. And now they laugh in my face. With all that's happening, it's so hard to say this place is so great. So on the track, I found my faith and put my faith in the tape. Yeah.
Savvy, Richard Ray, and that's it. Oh yeah, Young Savvy lifestyle. Peace.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Hold on. What the fuck? I hear a mic cracking open one. Alrighty, so we left off with the no. Let me pour a bigger shot. So we locked off with the AFC North because Mike's an asshole and I let him pick the fucking divisions.
I don't know why you're mad.
I almost thought it was going to be the East, and I'm happy that it wasn't.
I did pick the
But
East.
this is a tough one because we still got to do the West, too. We're going to close out with the East. So, NFC North. This was convoluted, as it should be. Cheers to me. Cheers to you, all the Rumboyz and girls. What it do, dilly dilly. You have J.J. McCarthy.
Okay.
Brand new quarterback. Also has like probably the number 2 receiver in the whole National Football League. Depending on how you look at it. The defense, we're kind of waiting to see some veteran pieces not there anymore. You got the Packers. What the fuck is going to happen at wide receiver? We don't know. We figure out what's going to happen at the running game. And the defense, what's going to happen without Jair? The Detroit Lions looked a little bit better tonight, but I don't think that I was impressed. And then you have the Chicago Bears, Caleb Williams, Ben Johnson. What the fuck? I'll leave it to you guys. Mike, take us away.
Taco, go first.
Taco, go first. Open your damn eyes.
I am.
So I am going to shock the world.
No, you're not.
I got the Packers winning the division. I have the Lions coming in second. I have the Bears coming in third, and I have the Vikings coming in dead last.
I like this.
I think it'll be fairly competitive. It's not going to be a total blowout like some of the other divisions. The Vikings will not be inept totally, but you will see a rookie at quarterback and the growing pains that come with teaching him and him learning on the job. So there's going to be some close losses. There's going to be some blowouts. It's a learning year, I think, for McCarthy. I think Caleb's better. I think Lions regress, and I think Packers evolve. I think that Jordan Love might play himself into an MVP discussion this year. I personally like the idea of having too many weapons. Man, guess what? I'm playing Steve Nash out here, bro. I'm gonna get the ball to the open receiver. I'm gonna read the plays, and I'm gonna say, hey, you know what? You have the good matchup on the guy on the inside. Hey, guess what? I think you on the outside. Hey, guess what? I'm gonna run the ball. He can do it all. That's a team that has a great home field advantage when they do win. Have home games. I'm a believer.
Mike,
I've changed this about 3 times in the past day. But
I'm worried because I have to lock this in now.
I'm going to say what I'm going to say because I do have a little bit of money because I'm not allowed to bet in California. But there was a little bit of when I was in Colorado. There was a little bit laid down. So I will say Detroit's going to win the division. However, I don't think they're going to run away with it. They're not going to. It's not going to be no 13-4 or whatever. I am worried about the continuity of the offenses being gone. The coordinators being gone. And I think that's part of what you were alluding to, Robbie, with them not looking great. Second place, I do have the Pack in second. Third place, I do have Minnesota in third, and I had Chicago in fourth. I would not have said that a month ago. I would have said Chicago in third, but here's why. For the same reasons that Robbie said leading into this, Caleb Williams isn't playing great in camp. I know it's camp. There's rumors that he's not meshing with Ben Johnson. Yes, Ben, I think, will be a good head coach, but I think it's going to take – I don't think the right pieces are there for Ben yet. I don't think it's a Ben team yet, just like it wasn't a Dan Campbell team in Detroit that first year that Dan was there. I think Ben's got to get his own pieces there and all that, and that's why I think they're going to be in last. It's not a Ben problem. It's a roster.
Can I ask a question? Because I have Chicago last as well.
What's your question?
Does Caleb get replaced?
After?
I think Caleb gets replaced after this year. I don't think that Caleb does enough to secure. I think Caleb gets a Justin Fields treatment. I think that Chicago goes. I think that Chicago beat that they are realistic. I don't think Chicago does a Cleveland thing where Cleveland is like, we probably should have taken this kid sooner. I think Cleveland right now is sitting with the decision of we probably fucked up. But they at least know they can bail themselves out because of the contract.
I'll give you an example.
I think
I'll give you an example.
It's Justin Fields. It's Justin Fields all over again.
But I don't think they replace him.
Not right out the gate.
I could see a situation, and I'm not saying this guy is going to be for sure. I'm just using an example. I could see a situation where they go out, he wants to test things, and he goes and trades for either Hendon Hooker or Milton to put behind Caleb and test Caleb.
Joe Milton in that fucking offense is nasty. Joe Milton in that offense is nasty. Joe Milton can make every read 10 times goddamn better than Caleb Williams with that play caller.
And
We
Hendon
are
Hook-
not. We are not talking about how great Caleb Williams. Oh my God, Caleb Williams, the first round pick, and he has such great arm talent. Oh my God, he could throw so far. We're not. Joe Milton, who can probably throw further.
They're saying he's performing better than Dak.
Joe Milton is nasty. If you go look at Joe Milton preseason film from the Patriots.
He is this era's version of Jimmy G in the sense that Jimmy G was always performing, but he was behind someone. He was always behind someone.
Except he's healthier.
Yeah. No, but
And
I'm saying in camp.
Jimmy G had an opportunity to show his ass as a starter. Joe Milton has not gotten that opportunity yet.
No.
Joe Milton is one of those players where you have to be scary because if he does get an opportunity, that could change the trajectory of who you are as a starter. I don't give a fuck who you are. Like, unless you're like a Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes, Jaden Daniels, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, like unless like if you're Matthew Stafford, Jordan Love, like if you're on a fringe quarterback team, Dallas, New Orleans, where it's like we don't know what the fuck. I like what you said there.
So give your division take, and then I have one more thing I want to say about the Bears.
For the North, I am going to go. The place last, give me Chicago. Chicago will place last. I think there's no doubt about it. That's not a mark against Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson gets a pass this season.
Mm-hmm.
Because of what Minnesota has, that 3-game suspension for Jordan Addison ain't shit. You're fucked. The rest of the division is fucked as soon as Addison comes back. So I think Green Bay places third. Because, like, even with the rookie quarterback, a receiving core with Hawkinson, who's a tight end, being the rookie's best friend, like being possibly the second best tight end in that division, maybe even arguably first in that division, that automatically opens up like a whole fucking floodgate that we're not accounting for right now. Addison coming off 3 games from week 4 on. Now you have a stable wide receiver too. For the first 3 weeks, everything is pretty much Jay Jettison, Hawkinson, which is a good enough balance for even a rookie quarterback to make it through and even survive off the leg of his kicker by 3 points per game. So in the first weeks, Minnesota gets a stable start. I like Minnesota as number 2, and I like the Lions as number 1.
I think the Bears defense is definitely good enough to keep them in enough games that
if they had a better defensive coordinator, I would go that route. This is also the same defense. This is the same defense. The same defense they gave to Hail Maryland. I have no confidence.
I can't. That's a bridge too far.
I don't. Here's the thing: the defense for the Bears have improved.
Listen, you think that Caleb has no shot to get better?
The hasn't done enough, Taco, to keep that defense off the field to get enough. The defense isn't getting rest, bro. Where are they going to get rest?
We have not seen Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams long enough to make that determination. Because from what we've seen,
I'm doing a show based on predictions, so I have to. I have to place a flag
based
somewhere.
On the predictions of what we saw in college and we saw with the Lions, I would tend to believe that their track record lends them being possibly a dynamic offense with some of the weapons.
That's based off of what I saw in college. This is a quarterback that's in a system that requires you to deal with adversity. Jared Goff, who did really well, Jared Goff thrives off that shit. Caleb Williams does not thrive off of adversity. Caleb Williams does not like adversity. Caleb Williams cried in his fucking mom's arms.
This isn't okay. I'll say this. This is not. I understand both of your points, but this is
Caleb is not tough enough for this league.
I don't care about that point for what I'm about to say. This offense is not built around the strengths of Caleb, and people in the office have even said that out loud. But I have a question. Taco, What position does Kyle Manungai play?
Kyle
Line.
Manungai. That is a name I am not familiar with.
Line.
Line?
He's Pacific Islander. Just guess line and just guess one side.
I mean, then
Or guess
sounds like
fullback.
he did defense. I mean,
Do you even know, or are you just playing him?
no, I'm being honest.
Robbie.
I'd rather not.
Is he a fullback?
He,
Yeah,
in my
I
opinion,
think,
here we go. Kyle Manungai, University of Rutgers, will supplant Roshan Johnson as the RB2 on this team. And Ben Johnson loves him. And I've already said that Swift might be out. So in 2026...
Aren't they practicing him at fullback?
No.
I
Not
could have sworn
Manungai.
they're practicing him at fullback.
Manungai's too small to play fullback.
he's
I
from
could have sworn
Rutgers.
they're playing him as a fullback.
I've never seen a big New York football player than Brick.
No.
I could have sworn they're playing him at fullback.
Thanks, Leafs.
Yeah.
I could have sworn they're playing him as a
And that's
blocker.
where I deferred to Mike.
They're playing him as a blocker, and he's setting up blocks. And in case the block doesn't work,
Manungai? No way.
Okay.
Hold on.
He said, cite your sources.
Go to your next freaking division.
No, give your Manungai take.
Manungai, I just said it. Manungai will
Is that all you're just saying? And is that
One
allowing
day
to
ago.
place
So
the
you-
Bears
you-
above? Is that
No.
allowing to move the Bears? Because
No, I'm just saying it. No, they're still
So
in last place.
to you, that Manungai puts the Bears above the Vikings, right?
no,
That's
No,
right.
he's just
wow.
saying a take. He's just saying a take. Just
Do you think the Bears are the worst team in the
I'm
division
also
this year?
saying to take someone Jamie watches this, he hears that I said that Roshan Johnson will be the RB3. Because he thinks he's going to be the RB1.
So who do you have as last?
All right,
the
all right.
Bears?
Hear me out. I'm a Roshan Johnson fan.
No,
It
I
didn't
can't.
matter.
I know.
Roshan's not a NFL darling.
No,
He's not like
he's a pirogue, darling.
you know Samaje. Roshan's gonna get a Samaje treatment.
That's
Oh,
Roshan's gonna get a bounce from here, bounce from there, bounce from here, bounce from there.
No.
Or Roshan's either gonna get that or a Gus Edwards treatment, where it's like you're just gonna stay here and be a backup forever. Or Darren
Gus
Sproles,
West
or
did
Darren
win the
Sproles
championship.
treatment, where Darren Sproles was a Charger and an Eagle his whole life. He was two teams.
Darren
Like that's
Sproles.
what we know Darren Sproles as.
Wait, what? Can you repeat that?
We know Darren Sproles is a Charger and an Eagle. He had
And a
what-
Saint.
Dolphin? Oh,
We
damn.
don't care about his Saints tenure. We're leaving that out.
He was with Drew
What?
Brees.
Yeah.
It wasn't that great. It was a blip. They got the Super Bowl. That was it.
All right, next division, please.
Would you
Back to
hold?
the
You
Super
no.
Bowl,
Let's
man.
answer this. Do you consider Darren Sproles a Saint? Out of the
consider-
other two
yeah.
teams that he did more for, do you consider
He did
Darren
more for the
Sproles more a
Saints than he did
Saint?
for the Eagles.
Do you consider Darren Sproles more a Saint than
Yes.
the others?
Saint and an
Really?
Eagle, yes. Saints over Eagles, yes.
I consider him a Charger and an Eagle more than a Saint, despite
He
the
put up
Super
his
Bowl.
biggest seasons with the Saints, if I
He
remember.
played
But he
three.
Not for
Hey,
the Eagles.
he played 3 seasons with the Saints.
I
Had
thought it was two.
he 11, 12, and 13. Played 16, 13, and 15. Had 710 receiving, 667 receiving,
Yeah.
604. His lowest was 71 receptions. His highest receptions as an Eagle was 55.
Yeah.
Who was the coordinator? Was Chip Kelly? Was that Chip Kelly then?
Yes.
That explains it.
How do you remember him as an Eagle over a Saint?
And Doug Peterson. And
Because
Doug
of how
Peterson.
he abused us.
And Doug.
And Doug, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I remember that era very well. That's why it flashes in my head where it's like, fuck. Which division do we want to do next? Mike?
Well, why
East?
don't we hold on?
West.
Or West? West? We have to get the
start-
West done.
Well, we've already done the AFC East, so are we doing the NFC East or do we wait? It's
Fuck,
your division.
Did we do the
We gotta do the
AFC North?
AFC West.
Wait, we just did the NFC North. Did we
Let
do the
me
AFC
run this. Do you want to do your division or do you want me to hold off on it?
Last.
last?
Okay, so we're doing the NFC West. We'll do NFC West, then we'll do my division, then we'll do your guys's. Okay,
And close.
NFC West. Taco.
This one's hard. Good
Fuck.
luck. Good luck.
I feel
Good luck.
like this is like a coin flip. I could see any team winning this division, but at the end of the day, I am going to pick the 49ers to win the division because I believe in the coaching and I believe that CMC. The last season, CMC was dealing with heavy workloads of the previous 2 seasons and the playoff runs, which I believe led to him breaking down. I was very off of CMC last year. This year, I think that CMC had the offseason to recover. I think he's full go. I think he has an all-pro year. He has one of those history book years for the fantasy community, and for the 49ers, he leads them to the playoffs. Okay. I think that they are creative enough with their wide receivers and offensively that they'll make it work with no matter who they have in the lineup. Like, I believe in Jimmy G and Shanahan enough.
Okay.
The number 2 team in this division is very difficult, and they're probably going to be a playoff team, the number 2 team. But I do think that the Seahawks may have enough juice with Sammy D, JSN, and the tandem they have at running back. I think that the Cardinals come in after that because they have a potential dynamic duo receiver pair that I do think Marvin Harrison Jr. will take a step this year that he didn't have last year. He'll start to show out a little bit more. And that offense that they have between, the tight end, him, seemingly Connor at the running back. They like the rookie that they have. I like what the weapons that they have there enough to give them the 3 spot. And then the 4th, if you're talking about the team that I think will finish last, I think
let him roll.
I think it's gonna be the Rams because of the health concerns that we have here with Stafford. I am not the biggest believer in Puka for the full season. And I do think that the Cards will play above them. And the Cards will also be almost competing for a playoff spot. I think that all 4 of these teams will be pretty solid. I think that they could all possibly also finish above 500.
Okay. Taco, name me 3 players on the Cardinals defense.
On the Cardinals
Johnson.
defense? That's not what I'm for.
Will Johnson. That's all we need. That's all we need. That's all we need.
Hold on. To win the division, you have to have defensive players. Stop
I didn't put the Cards to win the division.
No, but you're having them go to the playoffs. That's close enough. To make it to the playoffs and act like and perform like you're saying, you got to have defense. Stop act. Robbie's actually right. This is not a fantasy football take. Knock it off.
No,
okay?
but
Robbie.
There's no reason to think that the Cardinals can't rebound with the team they have.
Robbie,
They can't, but they do have a piece. They do have a very fucking important piece.
Robbie,
but that piece is not enough.
Is Stafford 90% healthy or not? Because that involves my take.
Before I answer this question, are you asking my opinion or are you asking from what I know? Because I'm close to LA.
Give me both.
Huh?
Give me both. Because I have a feeling from someone I know that you know that it's. I want to make sure.
With Stafford They are trying to keep it close to the vest.
Epidural.
I think that it's worse than what it is because Kelly hasn't really said shit.
Yeah, she's kept
And Kelly usually, if Matt is okay, she will kind of speak up, but Kelly hasn't said anything.
And a friend of the show, I'm not going to mention names, but a friend of the show is worried. And if a friend of the show is worried, I'm somewhat worried.
Thank you. I cannot give my inside source. It's looking like at the latest. This is where after I say this, I'm going to shut the fuck up. It's looking like a week 3.
Yeah.
Because
Niners 1, Rams 2, Seahawks 3, Arizona 4. If he misses 5 games, I flip Rams and Seahawks, but Arizona is 4. Bingo! Go, Robbie.
I go Rams. Given the information that I have, Stafford can.
Yeah, I have Rams
10 cards offense.
I have Rams first winning because given the information that I have, and given what I also know about the offensive coordinator situation, there's an extreme vote of confidence that if a week 3 push could happen without Stafford, they are going to be okay. McVay is such a game planner to even if they go 1-3 in the first 3 weeks. This is on record. This is not on record. I do not know if Stafford is going to miss 3 weeks. I know that time missed could be a thing. They are confident enough to where this thing could still happen. So I'm rolling with my intel. I am taking the Rams at 1. I am taking Seattle at 2. That defense is fucking nasty. Devon Witherspoon is not fucking around this year. Devon Witherspoon is on another level. Tariq Woolen is on another level. If you enjoy watching Patrick Surtain film, you're going to enjoy what Woolen is going to put on this year. I have the Cardinals at 3. Marvin Harrison is going to take a leap. Trey McBride's going to get that contract. He's already gotten the extension. He's going to prove that worth even more. Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to have 1,000 yards. James Conner is going to continue being a fantasy darling. Will Johnson and Budda Baker are going to fucking lock down and bite the fuck down. It is going to be a defensive shutdown in the secondary for Arizona. I have the 49ers being last. Kyle Shanahan will bounce back next year. He has to retool. Christian McCaffrey is long in the tooth. George Kittle is long in the tooth. Brock Purdy's draft value is eventually going to catch up to him.
So we had the same 2 and 3, huh?
Taco.
Juwan Jennings is not what he thinks he is worth.
Okay.
Brandon Ayuk is a 2. Should not be paid as a 1.
Taco's all fancy dancy over here laughing because, Robbie picked Arizona to finish 3 like I did.
It was your face, sir.
But my face has nothing to do with Arizona.
I said we have the same 2 and 3.
My face is because of this. I don't understand how you physically can say this, knowing that the Niners have literally the second easiest schedule in the NFL.
Because I don't give a fuck.
Obviously.
See? Like injured Matt Stafford is going to lead this team to the division is a bit far-fetched when like Mike, I didn't even know that to add in there. Like Purdy and CMC. What more do you need?
Well, here's another one that I'm
And
shocked on.
Kittle?
No. This is I have to bring this up before we're good, and I'll set it up for the next division. Taco.
Mm-hmm.
This is the only segment we have had in the past 2 years that he hasn't acted like Glock the Brock. Brock the Glock is the king of the cow.
He's still gonna go off. Hold on. My Glock Purdy. Glock Purdy is still gonna bang.
He's a hurdy.
And you know what's crazy to me is like both of those coaches.
Did already pick the Chargers dumbass division? Did already pick your division? I haven't even picked your division yet.
Let me go.
There's only one of them that's gonna have a quarterback this year. Like you can only do so much with no quarterback, man. That's why I'm worried about the Rams. I think that even if Stafford comes back, Stetson Bennett is old enough where he can have an insanity run.
Stetson Bennett can have an insanity run. I'm good.
All right, so let's go to the AFC West, and I got to set a couple things up before I go to the AFC West because I know Taco doesn't know shit. Do not forget that Rashawn Slater is out for the season with the torn patella.
Yeah, that affected everything.
Did you guys see the photo of freaking?
But let's not forget, Ashton Genty went -3 yards last night in 3 carries.
Did you see the photo of Najee today trying to open his eye? That's funny. He couldn't open his eye today. But
Mike, lead us all.
No, I'm going last.
You want to go last? Are you sure you want to go last?
I'm letting you guys go last. I'm going to go. Yeah, I'll go first.
Let Robbie go first.
Robbie, you go first. I already know who's not going to be in first. So just rip the Band-Aid off, you a-hole.
Go take your Broncos.
Yeah, since you work for Empower.
Whoa. Don't dox me. I don't work for anyone. I work for my goddamn self. Let me start from last place.
Oh, that's easy.
I do think that, unfortunately, the hopes that I had for this team, for me, there are very few offensive line, not very few, but like I was not ready for Rashawn Slater to go down. I'm gonna keep it real. I want to just first give my deepest regards to Rashawn Slater. I'm a huge fan. I'm a really fucking big fan. So it does hurt to put you guys last, but it's only because of you. It not be like because of you directly, but like I don't see that offensive line for Los Angeles doing what it can do without Rashawn Slater. You have like guys like Penei Sewell. You have like, like fuck the like Justin Tooney's a beast. Like Trent Williams, he's been getting beat lately, and I get he's long in the tooth, but like he's elite. Like there are certain guys that you just absolutely want on the front line, and without Slater, look at Dallas. Dallas had one of the greatest fucking offensive lines in recent memory. Still weren't able to get playoff wins or the Super Bowl, but you look at Tyron Smith, La'el Collins, some of those guys they had, and look at how great that they were. Fuck my team with Cosme. Cosme is a great piece. Tunsil was a great piece for Houston, who's now with you need linemen. I don't give a fuck what team you are. Cleveland had the greatest offensive lineman of all time, Joe Thomas. Had the greatest offensive lineman of all time, Joe Thomas. Cleveland wasn't great. He was great at his position. Rashawn Slater was your Joe Thomas, and losing a guy like that, Los Angeles, you drop. Omarion Hampton didn't look great in the rum zone that first week of preseason. That bootleg outside ain't working for him, especially now. The passing game is going to get a boost because Keenan Allen is back, and I'm happy about that. But I don't think you have tight end figured out yet. Is it Disley? Is it Conklin? Are we going to tight end sets? Is that the best option for those two to go to tight end sets? Unless we're going full running play every single time we put 2 tight ends in. I don't fucking think so. You're basically asking for one of them to always bully off the line to get loose. And you have Lambert Smith, who's built like a tight end, basically. So, I mean, does he even really become wide receiver 3 or 4 now at this stage? Yeah, Joel. So, I'm going to put the Raiders at 3rd, though, with the contingency that if Ashton Jeanty gets going, holy fucking shit. Ashton Jeanty just needs to learn how to read the fucking zone. His 3 carries did no justification. Let's not sit here and act like his 3 carries was something. It wasn't. I'm going to put, who do I have left on the board? The Broncos. I'm going to put the Broncos 2nd. I'm going to put the Broncos 2nd. A very fucking close 2nd. The Chiefs get ahead because Patrick Mahomes can do Kobe Bryant things. Mahomes can have his ankle hurting and still play off of his ankle hurting. When you have a mental toughness, a physical toughness of that ability to still stay in the game even while banged up, we're talking Ben Roethlisberger type shit. We remember those days. He could still hang in the game and still get the. We're talking when you can do shit like that, and when you're that much of a playmaker and that much of a differentiator maker in the game, the winning favors on your side. So I still have the Chiefs as number 1. But a close one. Denver's on your fucking heels. Do not let Halafunga in the secondary stay. The Broncos being first hangs on Halafunga staying healthy. If Halafunga's healthy, a full season, yeah, Broncos all the way. Taco.
It is rare that I say this, but I agree with your order. I don't necessarily agree with your reason. But I mean, when we look at the Chargers, I think this is going to be one of the better divisions in football.
God damn, I forgot Baron.
I think that this is this and the AFC North will be the 2 best divisions in the AFC. I think you'll at least get 2 playoff teams out of this division.
Guaranteed.
Possibly like 3 like they had last year. I
think it's 2. I think it's 2.
They'll compete for that wild card. They'll be in the range 2 to 3. I agree. Last year they had 3. 2-3 sounds about right. Chiefs, I do agree. Like you said, I think Mahomes is generational. We know that I fanboy for Mahomes when my Giants are out. So, let's not even move there. I think
my son has a Mahomes haircut.
So what you're saying, Taco, is you just said that you fanboy when the Giants are out. So you fanboy after week 2.
It's his closet team. Oh, whoa,
not
Mike, that was fucked up.
Not this year. Not this year. But yes, I like Pacheco. I think that when he came back last year, he wasn't fully healthy.
That's gonna be clipped.
So from a fantasy perspective, I think that they have a lot of upside. But from a real life NFL perspective, I think that's a dynamic duo that's underrated.
Pacheco this division, can we Taco? Look at me, brother. Can we just agree? You and I before talk. before Mike gets to speak.
Yeah.
This is a fantasy football friendly division, correct? We don't want to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
no. All 4 teams. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
ahead. Go ahead. Continue your take, brother. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I just wanted to get that thumbs up.
And let's face it, that Chiefs defense is real. That's a real defense out there. You know what I mean? So Chris Jones, so not only are they going to win a division, they'll be competing with the Bills and probably the Ravens for the Super Bowl. Like that, one of those 3 teams more than likely are going to win the Super Bowl, or represent the AFC to the Super Bowl. That's a better way to phrase it. I put the Raiders over the Chargers. I'm very torn here. Part of me, the reason why I'm torn here is you're wanting Hampton to come into this role and be this prolific player. And much like what you said, you're losing one of the best left tackles in the game. Now, I know you're going to move Joe Alt over to left tackle from right tackle. And right tackle isn't quite.
I love Alt. I love Alt.
Yeah.
I think that Alt can't. I think that you're putting a lot of pressure on Alt without Slater.
Yeah, they are, but here's the thing: I don't think they have a choice to at least try.
Yeah, and listen, he's better than what they would have had, so you just got to kind of run with it. Now, is him playing at left tackle better than him playing at right tackle, all things considered, like with replacements and how that works out? Probably in their estimation, that's what they're thinking. Like, I'd rather play somebody else at right tackle because left tackle is the most important position in the offensive line. So I get that. But between them having rookie running back, now they're having offensive line issues. Ladd McConkey, I have a lot of high hopes for him, but there's something about him that I don't know. I'm just a little worried about him.
Wait, does it worry you? Hold on. Let's have a serious conversation.
Yeah.
Are you worried about Ladd? Are you worried about Trey Harris? Let's include that. Let's include the fucking tight end conversation.
I mean,
now that Keenan Allen is back in the fold,
I think
there's no Mike Williams. He retired.
I was listening to Jeff
There's
Radcliffe.
no Josh Palmer. He's in Buffalo.
Jeff Radcliffe made it a very astute point. The question is about the contract. Is it an $8.5 million contract or is it an $8.5 million guaranteed contract? And that guaranteed money in that contract is really going to illustrate how they plan on viewing him and using him possibly. Which to me doesn't really impact the lad too much, but it will be an interesting
impact the damn thing because Herbert has chemistry. Herbert is a chemistry quarterback.
Yes.
This has been Herbert's problem since Herbert's best season is you've dissected the chemistry that he has had. You've broken that up, which therefore he has not been able to do the consistency that he could perform at. Mike, you're a fan of this division. Please interject.
But
am I right?
Let him finish and then I'll interject.
The lad, because I was looking at Lad to be more like what Neighbors, like that volume target share. Like, because there would have been no one, I don't believe.
You're asking way too much.
They're completely different players.
I'm not saying
they played the same position differently.
I'm saying the percentage of usage. Not talking about the player. I'm saying, hey, he's going to get like a 30% usage in the passing game where he's getting this many catches.
And who's
that
for Los Angeles? Who's getting that?
You mean target share?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Not with
like the
Harbaugh
percentage of the offense that gets built for him. Like Neighbors is hovering around.
No.
What?
So Robbie, let me go. I agree with Taco, but I disagree with Taco. Here's why. He's
Harbaugh's going to run the ball first.
He's right. It is going to be 25 to 30% target share. However, the amount of targets that you're going to see thrown compared to New York isn't even going to be close. So a 25% target share of, say, 200 compared to a 25% target share of 125. Okay. That's the problem.
Fair. What I just meant is the comparison of volume. Like, I expect the volume.
So give us your rankings. Give us your rankings. Let's drop the rankings because we got to get the MVPs and dark horses.
Yeah, we still haven't even got to your division yet.
Yep.
All right. So before this, I agree with you, Robbie. I have the same 4, but I had it different before the injury. I had the Raiders at 4 before the injury. I flipped it because of the injury. I would put money on it that there's only 2 teams at most in this division in the playoffs, purely because we're going to beat the living shit out of each other this year more than we have in the past. So that even though you have a really good division, the records are going to shrink.
Your rivalry with the Raiders got reignited with the whole burying the logo underneath the stadium shit. I feel like ever since then, it's became a very, let's take it back to the 1990s Thanksgiving games, Cowboys and Redskins. I feel like that you are having that feel.
Remember 10 years ago? Remember 10 years ago when, your guys' division was super tough. I mean, it was super good, and every team was beating everyone else, but you guys split 3-3 right away. So right off the bat, back then there was only 16 games. So right off the bat, you were starting the season pretty much 3-3.
Santana Moss, Pierre Garcon, yeah.
I think that's the way it is with us. I see every team starting the season 3-3.
You're staring down the barrel of cannibalism.
Yep.
But here's where I agree with what you're saying, Mike, but I think that the same thing happens in the AFC North. And I think those are the 2 divisions that are going to supply the Ravens, the Bengals, and the Steelers.
But I'm saying all 4. I'm saying the Browns aren't. That's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying because those were your extra playoff teams.
All right, so all 4, they got good. The one thing I will say is Sean Payton. I'm afraid of this being the year that he gets his offense clicking, and like you said, and I'll bring him up since you weren't able to. You have a Funga, you've got PS2. They also drafted Barron.
And he has a tight end. Oh, fuck. What if he does Jeremy Shockey 2.0 all over again?
So I'm in a league that I got asked to be in last minute unfortunately, I'm not there again. The Expo, they're doing, there's a slow draft that happened at the Expo that someone bailed at the last minute. So I got asked to do it. I drafted back-to-back, not back-to-back in sense of like back-to-back picks, but back-to-back rounds. It's 14-team, 1 QB. People thought I was crazy because I'm a Chiefs fan.
That's my favorite.
Give me Bo.
But I got Jacoby Myers in 7 or 8. And in the next round, I got Evan Ingram.
That's solid.
Bro, here's the thing. That, from a fantasy football standpoint, when we talk about fantasy football friendly, which is going to actually segue us into the NFC East here, because that's what we got to close out with. That's the only one we have to do.
That's it.
Your division is super fantasy football friendly, and I want people to really key in on those teams. And I want to throw this out there before I allow Mike to introduce the NFC East, because we're going to let Taco go first, and then I'll go second. I do want to throw this out there. You're going to go first, drop your rankings, then let the overreaction of last night with Ashton Jincy happen. Please let everyone be like, oh my gosh, he got 3 carries. In college, he was standing like Michael Myers at Boise State on the blue turf. And on 3 carries, the National Football League in fucking preseason, he went for -1 yard. Please for right now, let that fester into your fantasy football leagues. I say this because ask these two gentlemen shit like that does eventually rear its ugly head in the draft room, and you can buy on Ashley Genty. Am I right or am I wrong?
No, you're
Am
right.
I right or am I wrong?
You're right.
People will get scared off of this performance. I'll agree. But I will say,
Let's wait. Taco. No. We're gonna leave it. That's a perfect clip. That's the TikTok right there.
All right.
Mike,
so
NFC East.
For the NFC East, I'm about to piss some people off.
I'm gonna take a shot. Let me get a little.
I would not take the shot yet.
I'm taking a shot.
No, don't take it.
I don't know what you're gonna say, and
don't take it yet because you're gonna want to take it after my take.
Ooh, third place.
He doesn't want to be on the phone when I'm giving this take. So my fourth place team has three quarterbacks on this team, a running back, two running backs, and that are one dinged up. One used to play wide receiver, and he's also got a wide receiver that has a bum toe. I'm sorry, Taco. My fourth place team is the New York Gigantes. Yes, you got a good defensive line, but other than your defensive line, I don't know what I like about your defense. Besides the D line.
They had a safety in a corner.
But we'll see. Is he really going to be on this phone for this take?
No. He can hear you. So damn, you really got him third.
So my third place team is the Washington Commanders. My second place team is the Dallas Cowboys.
Be realistic.
My third place team is the Washington Commanders.
Why?
So why is that okay, but the Cardinals aren't?
I think that there's gonna be regret. I'm not saying he's gonna suck. That's not what I'm saying. There's gonna be regression. And I think the McLaurin thing is going to be a problem. I don't know if I don't think
it's going to be a problem.
Here, will you let me finish my goddamn take? If McLaurin, I don't know if I am basing this off McLaurin not being a Commander.
No, base it off of. All right.
I don't think he's going to be at this point.
Really?
No, has there been any sign that he's gonna be?
Yes. Have you scrolled? Bro, he's literally giving hugs to Jaden Daniels' mom and Josh Harris.
Just because he's giving hugs to Jaden Daniels' mom.
JP Finley just put out a report today.
Jaden Daniels' mom doesn't pay his goddamn paycheck.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Right about that.
It doesn't matter.
You always hug the mama.
Everything is still looking good. The person that pays his paycheck, they're good. Everything is fine.
But I'm gonna but let me go and then I'll come back.
Be realistic, because you have to lock this in for a season. So make sure.
That's why I told you. That's why I told you today I didn't want to do division things today because I'm not set.
No, you have to be set. It's what it is.
Because
so be realistic.
You can revise closer to this.
So wait.
See,
because let's also lock in your second take at the same time.
Taco's right. I can revise it.
Hold on. No, you cannot revive it because we're clipping this and we're putting everything out that we've already said.
Depending on McLaurin.
No, you cannot do this dependent on McLaurin.
Okay, like, Dallas number 2. Philly number 1, all three teams make the playoffs.
You're insane. Especially about the number 2 part. Taco. His team has a better chance at even being. I'm sorry, but Dallas is not even close right now.
So the Eagles are winning the division. I think we'll all agree on that. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to agree with Robbie here. Cowboys, 4th place. I'm not sold on that team. There's a lot of turmoil. You're talking about players that you're worried about. I'd be more worried about Micah Parsons missing
I am
time
worried about
than I
Micah.
would about Terry McLaurin missing time. Because
Exactly.
Terry
Like
McLaurin is
I'm like,
talking about
hold
money.
the fuck up.
Yeah, Terry McLaurin is talking about money.
Mike
This
is
dude-
trying to
this
like
dude is talking
fucking
about
clip
everything.
farm.
I don't like playing out of position and being on the table and having to negotiate with you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a whole different kind of emotion.
I would have understood
that's
if like
going on there.
Taco was like, yeah, New York second right away, or like I would have understood if, like Taco was like New York first. Mike, your take made zero sense, especially after knowing you. Like you trying to clip farm did not make the most sense of all.
Hey, there was a year that I took Jacksonville to win the division and it worked. Okay,
I know, but I'm letting you know that that's not making the fucking like what you tried to do didn't work.
you didn't let me let it work. You didn't let me let it work.
What he did say that did make some sense is we should and could expect some aggression here from this Washington offense. Even though you added the Debo piece, there is more information out of the quarterback. You're just making up like, oh my God, he's a rookie quarterback. He doesn't know what to do now. Now I know his technique.
Now you know something. Yes.
So I do think that puts them in a situation where they'll regress some, and I'm very torn. But deep down, I do think that they'll probably end up in the second spot of this division just because that offense will be high powered enough. And third, I will have the Giants, but much like Mike, I think that all three teams can make the playoffs. We've seen the Giants make the playoffs under Dable already. With Daniel Jones at quarterback, I think that this defense will perform. I think that you're probably looking at the best pass rush in the game. I think you're probably looking at the best D line in the game. I think between Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns, and Carter, you're talking about three elite players on all three sides, and then you add Thibodeau in. I don't know how they're going to run it. I was watching Chris Long talking about the Giants NASCAR package that they could run out there. And he was talking about how when you put Thibodeau out there with those other three guys, how that's going to be a ridiculous front to stop. And I just think that with all the Cam Scatterwood love and that defense and Neighbors being a monster who I think takes another step this season and elevates himself into that Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase type class receiver. I think that's the transition. I think Russell could be super serviceable. And yeah, the Giants make the playoffs.
All right. So here's how I'm going to put it. This is not me being nice. This is not me being sweet. This is none of that. Dallas, I have you last. Straight up, I love George Pickens for fantasy. I love CD for fantasy. I think this division overall is fantasy football friendly. Taco, especially your Giants for the pass rush, for IDP. I think that the Giants defense does enough to place third. I think that there are still steps. I think there are still things to figure out. That is not to say anything negative. That is not to say anything bad. And I'm sorry, Taco. That is not offensive, brother. I'm not talking trash, okay? I do still have Washington finishing second. I think we get an opportunity for the Eagles to go back and repeat. We get that in the NFC East. I think we can hang our hat on that just because it's Saquon. As long as there's Saquon, the Eagles can succeed. That's how I close my NFC East. And yes, Terry does resign. It's crazy to not think that he would. It's honestly asinine. Let's get our MVP. Let's get our dark horses. MVP votes. Who do we have? Who wins MVP? Taco, go.
Jordan Love.
Unique. Mike.
Is that a dark horse for it, or is that actually your pick?
Your MVP.
No, I'm asking
He's
Taco.
the only one that I said.
All right.
I mean, he asked me on the spot.
Even though they're gonna stink as a team, I'm going Joe Burr.
I'm going Lamar Jackson.
That's my number 2.
I think that's too contrarian. Too easy.
Let's go dark
Wait,
horses.
2 contrarian?
Let's go dark horses. We are not locking in Super Bowl picks. Dark horses to make the Super Bowl. You only get to pick one team from either division. This is your dark horse to make the Super Bowl. Go.
Go, Taco.
I don't like where I'm heading because I was gonna say one team. So
Well, there's with any division, there's 3 teams that can make a
yeah, I know, but I was going too much in one team. I feel like so I want to change that.
I
My
have
dark horse team.
I have an NFC ready and I have an AFC ready.
I got an AFC ready team. The Denver Broncos are my dark horse AFC team.
God damn you!
All right, so we're all locking in the Broncos. We're all locking
that's
in the Broncos.
That's who I was gonna say too.
All right,
yeah.
NFC. Mike? You go for the NFC since Taco locked in all of our AFC.
God damn it, Taco!
No, I love that.
All right, my dark horse, but like this, I haven't even thought of this until the night. I'm going Green Bay.
Fuck, that's who I was gonna say, bro. I didn't want to be too heavy on them. That's why I feel like I'm starting to go. I feel like I'm going too heavy on Green Bay. A lot
Minnesota.
Oh Jesus, I'm scared.
Well, you have them going last, so like last place, so it makes sense that you'd be scared.
Yeah. Although I did say that they were going to be competitive. It wasn't like a last place.
Come on, lock in your NFC dark horse, bro. Let's go. Because now we have Super Bowl picks after this, and we're wrapping up.
Oh, I agree with him on the Packers. I don't know how I became such a Packers heavy guy all of a sudden, but
go ahead and pick Seattle the way you were talking about them.
Seattle should be.
Ooh, that sounds pretty good though.
Or no, go pick Arizona.
No, Seattle would make more sense. I think Seattle could be interesting, but I picked Jordan Love to be MVP, so
just lock in the NFC.
Yeah, Packers. I said, yeah.
He's
you locked, and you all locked in Broncos. All right, Super Bowl picks.
Is this a pick or is this a dark horse to win it?
Super Bowl picks. What? Okay. Who do you think makes it in the end?
Rematch. It's a rematch.
Absolutely not.
I'm doing this with the
go.
No, I want you two to go first.
He said it's a rematch.
I'm saying rematch. Yeah. I think the Eagles are still the class, and I think that Mahomes ain't being stopped.
He says it's Eagles Chiefs.
All right, so wait, we got a Eagles Chiefs repeat.
That's what he said.
Honestly, I thought I expected more out of Taco. I thought Taco was like, all right.
Well, I just gave my dark horse.
No, you can't. We're doing Super Bowl picks.
I know.
He's picking Chiefs. He's picking Chiefs, Eagles, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Mike,
they're the 2 best teams in the league.
I'm picking one of them to go, but not the other.
that's fair.
Eagles, Ravens.
Lamar finally gets there.
Stop trying to reverse jinx your team, bro.
No.
He's being an analyst. He's being an analyst.
This is not.
When has Lamar ever delivered in the playoffs?
What?
He's like Aaron Judge.
Wow, wait, you're a Yankees fan and you just said that. I can't.
When has Josh Allen?
Yeah. Did I say Josh Allen? No.
But I'm saying a lot of people.
Nobody's having
Mike is doing what, honestly, I think this is smart. You're taking, you didn't say who would win the Super Bowl.
Nope, I didn't say that.
So you're saying that a Jim Kelly situation could possibly happen. Like I love that. I fucking love that. All right, my Super Bowl picks. Hi, wifey. My Super Bowl picks. This motherfucker. I am going to lock in the Commanders.
Of course he is.
Yeah, of course I'm going to lock in the Commanders. Why the fuck? Because I honestly do think it's our time. I think that we can do this with our rookie quarterback. I think we lock in Terry. If we lock in Terry with Jaden on his rookie contract, we can go and get this done, lock it up, seal it up. Won't win shit for the next couple of years and be fine with that. And I'm okay with that. And that's actually kind of what I'm hoping for. Sell the farm to get one right now. I got Commanders for my NFC. For the AFC,
And
I want to do this for the views.
I know it.
I want to do this for the memes. Like, part of me wanted Cincinnati.
Oh, God.
But, Mike, look me in my fucking eyes.
Don't.
Give me Commanders versus Chiefs.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. 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 I just fuck with you.
You're reversing it on me now. Now he's
give me Jaden Daniels. And for MVP, give me Jaden Daniels. Super Bowl MVP and regular season MVP, Jaden Daniels. We get the bowl. We get the quarterback with the regular season MVP, and we get the Super Bowl MVP. No. McLaurin gets Super Bowl MVP. Ladies and gentlemen. Look at your fucking face. Cheers to me. Cheers to you.
I'm back.
All the wrong boys and girls, what it do? Dilly dilly. This shit's about to go crazy on the views. Wow.